So I've been in Kier for almost 3 months, and I decided it's time for a change. I know some people can literally just play in teams for a long time, but honestly, I thought I would like being in a team, which I did. I met some pretty cool people and all. But it's hard to do a lot of things at once. I was wanting to work really hard on my YouTube and start trying to grow my YouTube channel and get to 300 subscribers sometime soon. But I was actually named overall leader of the team for a little bit, and it was pretty stressful actually. To be a leader of the team, you have to be pretty strict, and you have to be like pretty mature and always on top of things. And I don't think it exactly fit my personality really well, because I like to just have fun and mess around, just play with friends, and being a leader of a team takes it away to a certain extent. So when I made the video, when I said I was going to start telling stories about my Europe trip, the next day, okay. How about had a heart attack from what my eyes just witnessed? It just springs so hard. Why don't I have a thermal class? This innate Andy guy. As I was saying, as soon as I said that I was going to start making stories about Europe, I ended up becoming the leader of Kier, and it took away from me wanting to focus on YouTube, so I guess I'll be telling a story from Europe right now. This is the one that stuck out the most, so I don't know if I'll tell more, but this one was probably the best. So my Europe trip was a 10-day trip, and wow, what's today? I almost got back a month ago from my trip, actually. Wow, it seemed like it was just yesterday. But anyway, the last 3 nights we stayed in London, about 40 minutes south of London, actually, at a hotel. And the hotel that we stayed at was actually really nice. It was a Hilton hotel. It was pretty big, at like 4 floors, including like I don't know. This was the second to last night we stayed in London. And that entire day, we walked the entire day, all around London, for 11 miles. Just slowly just sightseeing, exploring, going to new places we haven't been before. Just exploring and having a good time, basically. All over London, so yeah. It was a really long day. We walked 11 miles. We had to wake up early, get up, get out, and just start walking for the entire day. So we were pretty tired by the time we got home. So we take the train home back to where our hotel is. And the train station we took is about a 40-minute ride to where our hotel was. So it's a bit of a ride. So we were glad to be able to just sit down after such a long day. And so anyway, when we go back to the train station near our hotel, we actually have to walk about 2 miles to the hotel from the train station. So on top of walking it's a lot of miles in total, by the way. So we walked 9 miles in London, then 2 more miles back to the hotel. It was a long walk. So anyway, we were all really tired. We got back to the hotel. So me and Corey, he's a little bit older than me. He's 22 and I'm almost 18. So me and him were pretty much just hung out together. He was probably my closest friendship I had in the trip. So we both decided we wanted to go get water. And we had like a bunch of water bottles just from us picking them up across, like, at stores going along our trip and whatever. And he had like a few water bottles. I had like 2. And we wanted to fill them up, but the only way we could fill them up was at a drinking fountain, because nowhere else in the hotel we were able to fill them up. So we had to go find the drinking fountain. And we had to find the drinking fountain, and the only drinking fountain in the hotel is at the gym, which is really hard to get to, actually. You have to, from the ground floor, you have to go up like 2 floors. You go up 2 floors, you take stairs down half a floor, which doesn't even make sense. You walk down a hallway, you walk down more stairs, then you go through like 3 different doors down more hallways, and that's how you find the gym. So it's a bit of a walk, but somehow we figured out how to find it. But once we got to the gym, we filled up our water bottles, and we realized that it would be a long time to go back and walk back to where everyone was in the main lobby 2 floors down, because we didn't want to go all the way through all the doors and hallways and stairs and stuff like that. So we thought we found a shortcut. So we looked around. Like, by the way, the gym wasn't very big. It only had like a couple machines, a treadmill and stuff like that. So and it's a small hallway that like goes to the gym from the stairway, and that was weird looking. So down the little hallway by the gym, there was like 2 doors and an elevator in between the 2. And we decided to take this elevator. And we haven't been on it before because... Oh yeah, and the elevator is by the stairs. So we figured the elevator would take us back faster. And, well, we were kind of right. Except, we were wrong. We thought we were right, we were wrong. By a lot. So basically, when we get into the elevator, we realize it looks a lot different than all the other elevators that we've been on. And all the other elevators in the hotel look completely different. So once we got on, we realized that. And we didn't really know what to expect. So we take the elevator down to what we think is the ground floor. And it turns out, we actually end up behind, like, the employee kitchen, like, of the hotel. The kitchen's huge. It's like this all cemented, like, hallway thing. It's kind of like a tunnel, kind of, it seems like. Just so you know, this cement hallway is nothing like all the other hallways in a hotel. If you didn't know, hotel hallways are always, like, carpeted and kind of cozy, like. But this was an employee-only elevator, we soon found out. And it was an employee-only hallway, too, so it's kind of interesting. Hold on. Okay, whatever. So when we get down there, we start exploring, because that's what we do when we find something we haven't seen before, we want to explore. So we walk down this hallway, and we start hearing loud music. And the changing rooms for the employees, it's just like a locker room just for employees, basically. We found... Okay. Hold on. There's people here, I think. And I screwed everything up like I usually... But yeah, we were exploring in these locker rooms. We're to our left, a bit ways down the cement hallway. And we were kind of confused. So, we heard music coming from the boys' locker room. So, we just kept walking forward. Then, we see an open doorway to the left. And we hear, like, dishes clashing and silverware clashing and stuff like that. Then we realize we're behind the kitchen. And I forgot to mention before I go any further in the story that the hotel kicks people out very frequently for the littlest stupid reasons. Just because, like, everyone knows them for that. That's what our tour guide, or our tour director warned us about. So, me and Corey, we keep going forward. Then we hear someone coming out of the kitchen towards us. And we're right by the kitchen door, by the way, which is in the cement hallway. And in the back of our minds, we already know that we could get kicked out really easily. So we start turning around, and I actually tripped, and my shoes made like the squeaky sound, like it was bad. And they actually ended up hearing us. And this guy, we couldn't see him luckily, but we heard someone starting running out and yelling, coming at us. So we just booked it down the hallway to the elevator, and Corey was just spamming the elevator button to close the door, and it wouldn't close. And somehow, someway, we made it out alive without being caught. But if we were caught, we would have been kicked out of the hotel. It's pretty sketchy stuff. So yeah, being chased by an employee at the Hilton was quite the experience, and I'm really happy we didn't get caught. Even though we technically sort of did, luckily they didn't see us, and we were able to run away in time. So yeah, that was definitely a fun experience, and I definitely will be sure not to go into any elevators that I have not seen before. Oh, and by the way, my gamer tag is WBake, and unfortunately, I couldn't have it OG enough to just have it bake. But WBake is as OG as I can make it, so I'll take it.